So we already talked about differentiating between like the kinds of providers, I guess, between someone who just does basic alterations versus someone who can also do pattern making, customization, fashion design, versus someone who has the skills and training to do higher level bridal alterations, right? Because again, just a reminder, bridal alterations are not the same as everyday wear. Those gowns, those garments are built different. They use different techniques. They are much more involved on the alterations and sewing process. So bear that in mind. I will talk about it later, but I know everybody's always like, oh, there's a wedding tax because it's bridal. No, it costs more because it's made more. It's got a lot more work involved. It takes a lot more time. But I think the natural next step when you're considering bridal alterations after you narrow down the kind of vendor you want. Obviously, now you got to start looking at the vendors and seeing who's available to you. And my tip number one is don't be afraid to travel. Your bridal experience, your bridal journey tends to be a very short window in your life. If you have to travel a few miles extra so that you make sure you get great service and great execution without, avoiding being one of somebody else's horror story, I mean, come on. Gas expensive, but your dress is more expensive. Go ahead and do a little further traveling. Also, you want to make sure that when you are, I know everybody out here, we're all smart shoppers. We check those reviews. We look at good and bad, where everyone has to say on all the review sites. But one thing to keep in mind is that you are checking not just what the reviews are for the provider's general service, but what are the reviews that reference the service you are specifically looking for. You don't want to take your $10,000 wedding gown to a place that has 5-star reviews only to get there and find out all their 5-star reviews are for their excellent jeans alterations. That doesn't tell you anything, and it doesn't give you the sense of safety of knowing that you're leaving your garment in the hands of someone who A, is skilled in that particular service, and then B, is also experienced in that particular service. If you got to pick, skilled over experienced personally. But that's your next step. When you're reading those reviews, don't just look at that number at the top. Read through them. Take a look at, if they have low reviews, because anyone who's been in business for any period of time, you should have a bad rating someplace, just because, I don't see how you can avoid it. You can give excellent customer service and excellent results to everybody, and there's going to be somebody who's not happy, someone who didn't get, the experience that they wanted or expected just by nature of life in, unfortunately. What are those bad reviews for? Is it something that is a one-off? Is it something that has absolutely nothing to do with the provider? Is it something that did the provider make reasonable attempts to correct the issue with the client? Because that gives you a pretty good idea of how they're going to treat you. To me, it's less important that a provider has 0 negative reviews, and more important how a client approaches those reviews and how they respond to negative reviews. Reviews, not ratings, because I don't know if y'all know, bots and strange people come and give us 1-star ratings just for the fun of it, because they don't have to give a review, so we can't report it. We can't. Yeah. Anyways, reviews, not ratings. That is the best way, I think, to narrow down your list, because you're gonna have a list of, who knows, what are there, 200 alteration stops in the Chicagoland area? I'm throwing a number out there that might not be right. You need to be able to narrow that down, not by location, but by skill, experience, and your budget. So start there, figure out if that person can do, once you figure out if that person can do what you want, take a look at their reviews and make sure that the ratings or the reviews that they're being given are based on something in there mentions the actual service that you're looking for.